Nandyan na naman sa labas ang admirer mo. Napapikit ako ng mariin, bago hinilat ang aking noo ng bahagya. Pang-ilang araw na ba niya tong balik sa labas ng unit namin? Ano pa bang gusto niya? I sighed. Hindi na dapat ako nagtanong pa. Of course, it's Indira that he wants. He wants to spend time with her, or does he want me to introduce him as Indira's father? I chuckled mentally. No, never. That won't happen. Asa naman siyang gagawin ko yun? That easy. Hindi ko siya ipapakilala sa anak ko, hanggat hindi niya napapatunayan ang sarili niyang karapat-dapat nga siyang makilala ng anak ko. I won't make it easy for him. I won't. Anak ko na ang pinag-uusapan namin dito eh. Paalisan mo ulit, Raf. I don't have time for his. I said coldly. Mabuti na lang at wala ngayon ang anak ko. Isinama siya ni Mia sa pagbisita sa pamilya niya. Ayaw ko mang malayo sa akin ang anak ko, ay hinayaan ko na lalo na't gustong-gusto niya talagang sumama. Kakausapin mo lang naman ng ilang minuto, Brina. Harapin mo muna yung tao, para hindi na magpabalik-balik pa dito. I slightly glared at Raf. Akala niya siguro hindi ko napapansin ang pagkakampi niya sa lalaking yun. Pansin na pansin ko talaga at halatang halata. I don't want Raf. Kung gusto mo ay ikaw ang kumausap sa kanya, and you both could do for all I care. I said nonchalantly. I saw how Raf's mouth went ajar at what I said. Maya-maya at napangiwi ito at napailing. If only I could, Brina. Pero mukha namang hindi siya pumapatol sa mga kagaya niyang may mahabang BSE. If you know what I mean. He playfully raised both of his brows at me. Mas mukha siyang nangangain ng anubay. Mukha ngang gigil ng lamutakin ka eh. I throw him the pillow on my side. He only chuckled. Pero seryoso, you should be very careful, Brina. Kapag yan nakahanap ng tiyempo, nako baka hindi ka na makalakad kinabukasan. Napapikit ako ng mariin, at naiinis na tumayo mula sa pagkakaupo sa sofa. Hamalakhak si Raf, nang makita akong papalabas na ng unit. Sa kwarto lang ako Papasukin mo yan dito at huwag kayong gumawa ng milagro sa pasilyo. May Stevie, mahirap na. Shut up, Rafael. Galit kong sigaw na sinagot niya lang ng nakakairita niyang tawa, iyong parang naiipit na ang boses niya, dahil nga pinipilit niyang lumiit ang boses, kahit tunog kargador naman. Marahas kong binuksan ang pintuan, at tama nga si Raf. Nadatnan ko nga ang lalaki na nakapamulsang nakatayo malapit sa pintuan ng unit namin. Iyon nga lang, may kausap siyang lalaki na nasa hamba naman ng pintuang kaharap lang namin. My forehead creased before looking at him. He raised his brow as he looked at me coldly, na para bang may nagawa ako sa kanyang kasalanan. Wow! The nerve! I crossed my arms. Makakaalis ka na, told him. He only sighed before shaking his head. Come out for a while, baby, heard him said. His voice was soft, pero hindi nakawala sa aking pandinig na para bang nagpipigil siyang sumigaw. He's angry, huh? And what does it have to do with me? Tiningnan ko ang lalaking kausap niya. He was looking at the both of us with his amused eyes. Wait, he's quite familiar to me. Parang may kamukha siya eh. Nakaramdam siguro siya na may tumitingin sa kanya, kaya nilingon niya ako. Hi Beatrice. Angelo. I heard Montesero curse the man in front of me. My jaw dropped. The nerve. I don't like this guy. I rolled my eyes at him and yes, he saw that causing his eyes to grow wide. Brina, a San Diego back then, but things happened, and so I changed my last name into Silverio. Again, I'm Brina. Don't ever mistake me for my twin, because I am different. I said coldly. Magkamukha man kami ni Beatrice, but there are things that make us both different. And, I am way prettier. His lips formed an U shape. He blinks multiple times, before coughing awkwardly. Right, sorry. I'm Ethan Carzil D'Angelo, Ishian's brother. Yeah, that is why he's quite familiar, dahil kapatid naman pala niya si Ishian. Napatango lang ako. I don't like him. Nawala na ako ng gana. Kahit ang bait ni Ishian, ay hindi ko pa rin kayang patawarin ang kapatid niya ngayon. How dare he mistake me for my twin? That goody two-shoes twin of mine. Or I don't know if she's still a goody. She seems completely changed. Get out, napataas ang kilay ko na bigla na lang hinawakan ni Montesserio ang aking pulsuhan, at mabilis na itinulak palabas ng kanyang unit si Ethan. Bro, what the? I paid that unit. I'll pay you thrice. Just let me have it for an hour. Gagawin mo pang motel yan. Papalinas ako pagkatapos for sure, dahil baka mang-amoy Zonrox ang loob. Ina naman, lagot na naman ako kay Sai nito. Iyon ang huling narinig ko sa sinabi ni Ethan, bago tuluyang senaryo ni Montesserio ang pintuan. I don't like us to be alone, but it's slightly good to be here. Para naman masabi ko na ang lahat ng dapat kong sabihin, na walang ibang nakakarinig kundi siya. I don't want to have a scandal lalo na dito. Some people here are too close-minded pa naman, at ayaw kong maapektuhan ang anak ko kung sakali. Ano, panimula ko. Umikot ako para makaupo sa sofa ng living room ni Ethan. It's good that he's so clean towards his place. Wala akong nakikitang dumi sa paligid. May girlfriend kaya siya. He has a girlfriend, Brina, so you're not allowed to fantasize about him. And no, he didn't clean his place. He's a dirty. His girlfriend cleans his place. I narrowed my eyes at him, when he walked towards me and sat just beside me. Maraming upuan, Montesserio, so you don't have to sit beside me too. I raised my brow. He only smirked at some andal pa sa inuupuan. He then, slowly stretched his arms sa sandalan ng sofa. I gritted my teeth. And I choose to sit beside you. My decision will stay firm not until you decide to sit on me. I don't know how we ended up our conversation, by then I just found myself inside a bar named Catastrophe. Rafael brought me here, and he said that he just wanted to unwind for a while. At dahil wala naman si Mia at Indira sa bahay, ay naisipan niyang dalhin ako rito. Hindi na lang ako umayaw, dahil parang gusto ko na ring magpakalunod muna ngayon sa alak. Hindi ko alam pero sa tuwing binabalik-balikan ko ang nangyaring pag-uusap namin ni Montesserio, ay parang gusto ko siyang ipalaman sa potting. Something happened and I know that it shouldn't. I just got carried away too. The tension is making me crazy. I didn't kiss him. He did it first and I just answered. And it shows how much I crave to get dilig, dahil ilang taon na rin. But then, I won't do it with him. I won't. That is why I slapped him, and I ran out of the unit after. That is crazy, I swear to God. Hindi ko nahahayaang mapag-isa kami sa loob ng isang kwarto, dahil baka bumigay nga ako ng tuluyan. I don't love him anymore or what? I loathe him, but that doesn't mean na hindi na ako naa-attract. Because he is really attractive. Ilang taon na ang lumipas, pero hindi ko maipagkakailang mas gamwapo siya, and it shows. I am attracted to him physically, and it shows how much I crave for him right now. Show nga ka talaga, Brina. Ano bang problema mo, Brina? I swear, kanina ka patahimik, nakangiwing pansin ni Raph. We're both sitting on the bar counter right now. I looked 18 before shrugging. Don't know with you. Ikaw ang nagdala sakin dito so, baka ikaw ang may problema. Like that, Brina. Keep it cool or else, buong magdamag kang aasarin ng baklitang yan. Nah, liar. You look horny. My jaw dropped as I turned to him. He raised his brow. Your face says it all, girl. You wanted to get laid so bad. But I got you. Ihahanap kita ng makakaano mo tonight. Makakaano? Ew. That sounds erotic. And no. Catastrophe is a bar for elite, but that doesn't mean that this is a safe place to find someone to get laid with. And I can work on it. I have my ano. What's wrong with playing yourself, huh? Do. I don't need man to attend to my needs at all. Hindi ko na lang siya sinagot, at nagpatuloy na lang sa pag-inom. Right now, I don't need anything, but to just drown myself with alcohol. Raph was talking to some people, karamihan ay mga lalaki, at gustong makipagkilala sa akin, but I just turned my back all the time, kaya si Raf ang nag-e-entertain. I need alcohol in my system. Not men. Hindi ko alam kung pangilang bote ko na ng alak, basta ay tumigil na ako nang makaramdam ng hilo. I still want to go home safe and sound. Ayaw kong maulila ang anak ko ng maaga. Sa unit na lang ako iinom kapag kinyulang pa. Nang makaramdam ng pagkaihi, ay nagpaalam na muna ako kay Raf. He even insisted on going with me, but I didn't let him. I know that he wants to get laid tonight too. This gay. It wasn't that hard finding the comfort room, yun nga lang ay ilang beses akong napapahinto para kalmeyan ang sarili, dahil parang umiikot ang buong paligid ko. Idagdag pa na sobrang nakakahilo rin ang ilaw na papalit-palit. When I successfully got into the comfort room, at inilagay ko na muna ang purse ko sa lababo. I looked at my reflection on the mirror. I smirked. Gorgeous, gorgeous girl. Sexy, sexy mommy. I whispered. I am wearing a strapless bodycon dress that falls exact at my mid-thigh. Hapit na hapit sa katawan ko, kaya sobrang halma ng ano ko ngayon. I want to think Indira dahil noong dumating siya, ay mas lumaki pa ang ano ko. Mahina akong napahagikak, at marahan na hinaplos ang aking balat. It's huge. Halos hindi na magkasya sa mga palad ko, samantalang noon ay hirap na hirap akong palakihin to eh. The door opened but I continued to stare at myself on the mirror. May ihi dapat ako, pero parang mas gusto kong titigan ngayon ang sarili ko. I am so beautiful, indeed. I am not bragging or what, pero ang ganda ko pala talaga. I was praising myself, while looking intently at my own reflection on the mirror, when suddenly I felt an arm slowly snaking onto my waist. Napasinghap ako nang inilapit ako nito sa kanyang harapan. And I swear to God. Gusto ko nang magmura nang makita ang mukha ni Conrad. He was looking at me intently too, through the reflection of the mirror. Hindi na ako nakaangal pa, nang dahan-daang tumaas ang isang kamay nito papunta sa kung saan. Hinawakan niya ang kamay kong kanina panaugat sa pagkakahawak sa aking ano. When he successfully get rid of my hands on my chest, pumalit doon ang kanyang kamay. Pleasure, desire, and lust completely got into me. Napapikit ako sa sensasyong dala ng pagkakahaplos niya sa akin. Marahan ang haplos niya, at maya-maya pa ay pumipisil na. I sighed. I am doomed. He let go of my waist and crawled his hand on my legs. Dahan-dahan hanggang sa maabot nito ang pakay niya. He was just staring at my reflection, and I know that it's satisfaction that I see in my eyes on him, as he saw my reactions of the way he hold and touch me. He pressed me towards the washstand, until I completely feel his hand on my back. I whisper when he started to get rid of my ano. Dahan-dahan niya itong ibinaba, gamit lang ang isang kamay. I sighed deeply. Napalunok ako ng mariin bago marahas na humarap sa kanya, dahilan para mapatigil siya. His eyes slightly widened, lips parted a bit, na para bang hindi niya inaasahan ang ginawa ko. My jaw clenched before I loose his belt. He was too up for a bit, hanggang sa naramdaman ko ang pagyakap niya sa aking baywang, na para bang hinahayaan niya akong gawin ang gusto kong mangyari. When I loosened his belt completely, at kaagad ko na itong tinanggal. My hands were shaking, but that doesn't stop me from doing what I wanted to do in the first place. Until he was left with only his black boxers. Pahigpit na ang hawak niya sa aking baywang. When I fully freed his sword, I heard him muttered curses softly, bago niya itinaas ang aking damit, hanggang sa umabot ito sa may bandang tiyan ko. Ibinaba nito ang aking suot, at mabilis niya akong binuhat at pinaupo sa lababo. Napaigtad pa ako sa lamig ng lamapat na ang aking puwet doon. No words. I just stared at him straightly in his eyes. Para akong nalalasing sa klase ng titig niya. Hanggang sa ako na mismo ang bumigay, at humalik sa kanya. I heard him sigh before he lift me up. I encircled my legs on his waist, and I whisper when he made me finally. Baby, do you want me to stop? Do you really want this? Or are you just drunk? I heard him whispered huskily. His voice sounds in pain, na para bang may pinipigilan siya. Bumitaw ako sa pagkakahalik sa kanya, at isinubsob ang mukha sa kanyang leeg. I beat him there slightly, causing him to whisper again. There's no stopping now. Nagawa na niya. Ilang taon na akong walang ano. Mamaya na lang ako magsisisi pagkatapos namin dito. Montecillo, show me how mad you are. I whispered erotically in his ear. He bit my shoulder causing me to gasp. Napasinghap ako nang marahas niya akong isinandal sa may pintuan ng comfort room, before he started dancing, and out of me like madman. Ramdam na ramdam ko na kung ano ang pinipigilan niya kanina. He's stopping himself from being this mad. I've been craving for this baby. I love you baby. He whispered. He was doing it seriously. Pakiramdam ko ay pati ang pintuan ay magigiba na namin sa sobrang sayaw niya. He was kissing and smell my neck. He would leave a mark for sure, but that's not my focus right now. I slapped his back. I whisper. Mas lalo niya pang trinabaho dahil sa sinabi ko, and seconds later, I finish. Mas lalo namang ginalingan ang ginawa niya. My deep sighs and his sounds dominated the comfort room. Sweat started to trickle on my forehead. Kitang-kita ko na rin ang pawis sa kanyang noo. His face is red as well. Yumakap ako sa leeg niya, nang makaramdam na naman ng kung ano. The slapping sound of our connected ano made it more erotic, and I finished again for the second time, I love you Brina. He stiffened. Para akong nawala sa mundo, nang tapusin ito ang mainit na bagay sa sinapupunan ko. It was so warm. Ilang taon na rin, and I missed the feeling of. My God. Conrad kissed my neck. He continued to kiss it not letting me go. Hindi pa rin niya ginagawa ang kanya sa akin, and I felt that it was still ano as still. Brina, he continued to call my name like it was his new addiction. Hindi ko na alam kung ano nang nangyari pagkatapos ng ginawa namin. I just remembered that my eyelids were getting heavy till everything went black. Nagising na lang ako na nasa malambot na kama. The sun was hitting on my face, dahilan para maalimpungatan ako. Dahan-dahan akong bumangon at naupo sa kama. I wondered my eyes, and I noticed how unfamiliar the place is to me. This is not what our unit looks like. How the? Napangiwi ako ng kumirat ang aking ulo. I massaged it slowly, and suddenly the memories from last night came rushing to my brain. I sighed. Napaling ako at inalis ang kumot na bumabalot sa aking katawan. I certainly don't have much time and energy to regret what happened last night. Yes, there's a part of me regretting what happened kagabi, pero I admit, gusto ko yun, ginusto ko yun. I was drunk, but not enough for me to forget what I did. Ginusto ko rin yun, kaya hindi ko yun pagsisihan. The thing is, baka kung ano na naman ang isipin ng lalaking yun. He might think that we're already okay, just because something happened to us. Nah, never. Kung ano man ang nangyari sa amin, it was just purely lost. Tawag ng kalamnan kumbaga. And there's no feelings involved here. Tumayo ako sa kama, at hindi na naiwasan pang mapangiwi, nang makaramdam ng kaunting kirot doon. Ilang beses nang naano, pero parang first time pa rin. I closed my eyes tightly. He's still the same person who can invade me physically. Hindi ko alam but I just can't imagine myself having ano with any other male species. I mean, sure, I found some men attractive too. But I just can't be physically intimate with them. Parang hindi ko kaya. I sighed. I noticed that I am not wearing my clothes from last night. It was an oversized white long sleeves, na sa tingin ko'y pagmamayari ni Montecillo, lalo na't mas malaki ito kumpara sa size ko. And I'm wearing just an underwear too. Whatever, dumiretso ako sa banyo, at naghilamos na muna. Pansin na pansin ko ang mga mapupulang pantal sa aking leeg, at alam kong hindi lang doon yun. Baka nga ay nasa ibang parte ng katawan ko pa eh. Napangiwi ako. Pagkatapos kong maghilamos, ay lumabas na ako ng kwarto. Is this his penthouse? Probably, dahil mas malaki ito kumpara sa isang condo unit lamang. His place is huge and clean too. Not bad. Nasa salas na ako ay amoy na amoy ko na, ang mabangong bagay mula sa loob ng kanyang kusina siguro nagluluto. I was thinking twice kung magpapalam ba ako o hindi, but then, he gave me a mind-blowing ano last night. Might as well, give him a mind-blowing goodbye too. Malandi. Malanding malandi ka talaga Brina. Whatever na lang. Nandito na eh. Pumasok ako sa kusina niya, at naabutan ko nga siyang nakatalikod. Wala itong pang-itaas, and he was only wearing his boxer shorts. He's cooking something and it smells good. I admit, noon pa man ay magaling na talaga siyang magluto. I remember how he always cooked for me. Oh well, past is past, should never be discussed. I coughed to interrupt him. Kaagad naman itong napalingon sa aking gawi. I saw how his face lightened up when he saw me. Mrs., you're awake. I cooked something for you. Your favorite. Mrs., why does he keep on calling me that? I'm not someone's wife. Nanatili akong nakatayo, habang tinitingnan siyang hinahanda ang pagkain sa mesa niya. Even his dining table looks so expensive. Mayaman din naman ako, but looking at his table now, parang di ko yan afford. Come here baby, he said softly. Hindi ako nakinig at nanatili lang na nakatingin sa kanya. Mukhang hindi din ito natiis, kaya ito na mismo ang lumapit sa aking gawi. Nang makalapit ay kaagad kong ipinalibot ang aking braso sa kanyang leeg, at mariim siyang hinalikan. Ramdam kong nagulat siya sa ginawa ko, pero kaagad din namang tumugon. He held both of my waist, at inilapit ako sa kanya. My stomach pressed on his hardened abs. Dahan-dahan kong ibinaba ang aking kamay, at hinawakan ang kanyang abs. I palmed his abs in my hand. Satisfaction embraced my ears, when I heard his pain groan. Humigpit ang pagkakahawak niya sa aking baywang, at mas inilapit pa ako sa kanya. Breakfast baby, he whispered between our kisses. Ramdam kong nagpipigil lang siya, at parang nahihirapan pa kaya napangisi ako. Breakfast or me, you choose wisely. Ngayon lang tamente seryo kaya dapat sulitin mo na. I whispered back. Natigilan siya pero maya-maya ay mas naging marahas na ang kanyang pagkakahalik. Bumaba ang labi niya sa aking leeg. He kissed and licked and nipped it. I just whispered and tilted my head to give him more access. Hindi ko alam kung paano niya na ano ang suot ko. Basta ay nakita ko na lang ang pagsabit nito malapit sa kanyang refrigerator. I rolled my eyes. He lifted me up and I immediately encircled my legs to his waist. I can feel how excited I am. Napabulong ako nang walang pasabi niyang ginawa ang gusto niya. Napahawak ako sa kanyang buhok. I heard his deep chuckle. My breathing was rag. Hingal na hingal ako dahil sa ginagawa niya. My toes curled, anticipating for my but it didn't came dahil tinanggal ng lalaki ang pagkakahawak niya sa akin. I glared at him. He whispered erotic ally before kissing me fully in my lips. He unbuttoned the long sleeves I was wearing quickly, before proceeding on giving kisses on my body. I was completely in front of him. Para akong lechon na nakahain sa lamesa sa sobrang hiya. The only difference is, hindi sinisipsip ang lechon, pero kung makaano sa akin si Conrad, ay para lang ako na ang pinakapaborito niyang putahe sa lahat. Aminin ko man o hindi, pero nasisiyahan talaga ako sa mga pananggagawa ng lalaking ta. Mariin akong napapikit ng tuluyan na niya akong pasyahin, gamit ang kanyang paghaplos. Sinabunutan ko ang kanyang buhok. Humihigpit ang pagkakakapit ko doon, sa tuwing napapahigpit na niya ang kanyang paghawak. Ang ganda mo pa rin. I heard him said but I was too into my own world. Hinila ko ang buhok niya nang makaramdam ng kung ano. And when I finally finished it, wala siyang ibang sinayang talaga, ginawa niya lahat. It makes me wonder tuloy kung anong-ano nun. Hinila niya ako at ibinaba sa counter. He lifted me up again at lumabas na kami patungo sa kanyang salas. Nang makarating ay kaagad niya akong hinaga sa sofa, and before I could even protest, he immediately slammed himself beside. I shouted, pero nauwi lang yun sa isang mahabang tunog, nang bilasan nito ang pagtrabaho sa akin. I hear him curse. Iniyakap ko ang aking mga braso sa kanyang leeg, At sinubukan siyang sabayan sa kanyang mabilis na pagsayaw, but I can't keep up with his muscle. Para siyang gigil na gigil ngayon. Grin ako, I'm so into you. He whispered. Hingal na hingal siya, pero nagawa niya pa ring sabihin yun. I whisper when he hit something beside me. It's something that made my toes curled in so much anticipation. I unconsciously clenched mine causing him to stiffen. Hamina ang pagsasayaw nito, dahilan para mapakunot ang noo ko. Hinampas ko ang kanyang likuran sa inis, nang tuluyan na siyang huminto, but he's still beside me. Do it again baby, he said. Excitement is obviously laced in his voice. My eyebrows furrowed. The what? Iritado kong tanong. Do it please? Nalilito man ay ginawa ko ulit ang kung anong ginawa ko kanina, pero napasigaw ako nang bigla na lang siyang tumayo, kasama ako habang nasa tabi ko pa rin siya. Habang nakatayo ay bigla siyang sumayaw sa tabi ko, and yes, buhat-buhat niya ako habang ginagawa niya yon. Do it more, Mrs. He groaned and so I did. Paulit-ulit ko yung ginagawa. Rinig na rinig ko na ang paus niyang boses dahil sa ginagawa ko. Well, didn't know he likes that. He chanted my name over and over again, like he was worshiping me. Conrad, hiningal kong saad. Hindi naman niya ako binigo, mas inigihan nga niya ang ginagawa niya. Hinahalikan niya ang leeg ko, habang nakatuon lang ang mukha ko sa kanyang leeg, at kumakagat doon sa tuwing matatamaan niya ang gilid ko. Rinig na rinig ko ang tunog ng aming ginagawa, na mas nagpadagdag pa sa tensyon sa pamigitan namin. And he did, over and over again hanggang sa natapos ako. Hindi pa rin siya tumigil. Inihiga na niya ako sa sofa ulit, before he slammed himself again beside me. Para siyang hinahabol ng kung ano. His face is deeply wound on the crook of my neck. My nails are digging into his back as my foes curled again for another ano. When I came, he immediately followed after as he beat my shoulder. Nagpakawala siya ng ilang buntong hininga, hanggang sa tuluyan siyang matapos bago tuluyang umalis mula sa pagkakatabi sa akin. I was too tired to ask where is he going, pero kinarga niya rin pala ako. Kumapit ako sa leeg niya. Ramdam na ramdam ko ang basa naming katawan sa pawis na nagkahalo-halo na. Let's have breakfast later, baby. For now, I'll take you somewhere far. Somewhere far. Really? For real. Ginawa nga niya. Dinala niya ako sa ano ng ilang beses. He loved me over and over again. Hindi ko mabilang kung ilang beses, dahil nakatulog ako na nasa tabi ko pa rin siya.